One thing I like about Andrew Tate is his persistence and self, right? Um, I was watching a video with him, a really older one, like original Hustlers University, one of his business ones, and he's so good at that stuff. And I'm like, what I like is he's really about helping or encouraging everybody to do their best and to understand that they're capable of more. And I think that that's really important. And you can like him or hate him, doesn't really matter for this conversation, because the fact is, what he's saying in the business stuff is that you can do it. You can make more money. You can get more women. You can be more of the man. You can be less of a weakling. You can get stronger. You can learn how to fight. You can learn business. You can do that. And he uses his example of doing it himself or the people around him, and countless different examples of different people. And I think that's really important. And I think that's really the main reason why people gravitate towards them, especially young men. And I think that that's a characteristic that I would like to implement quite a bit more, is more encouragement that you're capable of more, that you can do more, that you can do it. Like I grew up younger, and if I were to speak in the same way, I never thought I was ever capable of $10,000 in a weekend, right? But I eventually did it. And not only that, I did it because I was hired by Kid Cudi to design his world tour, and that's what the rate was that we charged him. And it was great. Well, it was multiple, so it was more than that, of course, and that was per person. So it was cool and got paid, and I built my way up there, and I worked hard for it. And I've also, gotten in great shape at some points in my life and so on. I think that perspective that he says, and he has such a great way of speaking with such a authority. You could say alpha mentality is like, yeah, be like a G, like you can do this. Like, the bar is really low for men. Most men are fat, out of shape, loser, couch potato, get home from work, and then they just want to unwind or do something fun. They don't want to do more work, instead of actually making something of themselves and pursuing something. I spent 4 hours in the morning studying new software on my day off. And then my girlfriend and I took a little break in the day for 4 hours. And then I went back to studying at the end of the day for another 4 hours. And it was hard. It was really hard. And I'm much further along, and I'm learning Figma. It's a design software that's going to be really powerful once the new Figma Sites is out. But I think it's going to be something that's going to push my career as a designer further down towards making more money and so on. I'm not trying to, I would gladly take millions and millions like Andrew Tate, but I'm not trying that angle. I'm not trying to be so aggressive with it. I'm being steady with it. But I already believe in myself. I've already gone through the initial push. So I know that 8 hours of studying is just fine for me. It's okay. I don't need to do more. Although I had more hours in the day, right? But today is a work day. I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to work out, and then I'm going to study again. And, I'd like to finish the course that I'm on as soon as I can. So I use these examples as yeah, you can do that. Just stop fucking about. Don't go home and then sit on the couch and watch movies. Don't just aimlessly just do what you want. Do what you're supposed to do. That is what makes people rich. That is what makes people get in great shape. That is what makes you become the man that a woman respects or is attracted to. They don't give a shit about your car or your clothes or your haircut or anything. It's the man that chooses the things, or the man that can buy the car. That's the shit, right? And if you want to live a life of quality, you have to become the man that, becomes that in essence, that life is built upon. And that's where your happiness can come from, or you could say joy if you want to be more accurate. And I think that we're all capable of it, but basically everybody's a pussy and goes on social media. Delete that shit off your phone and only use it on occasion. Like, I'm gonna post. I need to post this thing. Stop browsing it. You don't need any of that shit. And in fact, I use GHL to post, schedule all my posts for Instagram, so I don't even need to do it. And I have automated responses, so whatever, right? And then I can go in and check messages at the end of the week if I want. But the point is that you're capable more, and the bar is really low. Really, really low. Look at the statistics of how many men have under 20% body fat, or aren't living paycheck to paycheck, right? And I even say that you don't always have to be that way, right? Like, right now my money is really tight, but it won't be for long, So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. Curious if you guys like Andrew Tate, if you like that mentality. I personally do a lot. I think that the business speech, the things that he says about business are really good. People are like, oh, child trafficking. No, there's nothing about that anywhere. There's nothing. Everything has been chosen. All of the women are like, nope, I want to do this, and they keep doing their thing, their OnlyFans or whatever. That's what it's all about. All right, well, anyways, that's what I was thinking this morning. You're capable of more. Don't downplay yourself and go on social media and sit on the couch and shit like that. Stop eating that crap, or so much of the crap. All right, that's it. Peace.